Welcome to Entrepreneurs and Fuego, another edition of Entrepreneurs and Fuego, where entrepreneurs get naked. Did you know that, my brother?
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that. You
No.
signed a release and you didn't even read the release. It's like the iTunes thing, right? I mean, it just goes, do you accept? Yeah. Do you agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I fly fast, though.
we get naked emotionally because we want to know what fuels your passion as an artist. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Kris. I'm an artist. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, born and raised. And I started doing art, like I would say around, 12 years old. And so I began to develop my craft by, doing sketches. It started off with the coloring books and stuff. And later down the road, I would say within high school, like around my junior year, I was starting to get into the arts more. I was more into basketball. But around high school, I was, getting into the craft a lot more. And the senior year is when I decided, all right, I really want to do this. And so once I graduated, I got my professional license as a professional barber. And I realized, okay, now I want to take it to the next step further by, perfecting my craft as an artist. And so that's when I decided I wanted to be a professional artist.
We're here with Kris Rhymes. They call you the Chocolate Man, correct? Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about why here in a minute. But so how did you know you had a gift for sketching? How did you find that out?
I would say as a kid, when going back to coloring books, I was always fascinated on detail and how I can turn something that's not there into something that, is from my imagination. And so just based on that, I had a fascination for art, but I didn't know this was what I wanted to do growing up. So like I say, I was into basketball, so it wasn't really on my mind. It was a hobby.
Was there anyone, including your parents, that saw a gift in you and said, well, wait a minute, this guy can draw and paint better than he can play ball?
I don't think that was in the talk. I know they were enjoying me, draw and paint, but it wasn't really on their mind like that. I think basketball was it. Until I decided to get more into it, that's when it was like, okay, he's the real deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so how long, are you a full-time artist right now, or are you doing something else?
I'm part-time. I cut hair. I was working at a barber shop at the time, but right now I'm doing more mobile. And I'm part-time, but I want to make it a full-time for sure.
Well, and now that you're talking full-time, this program is podcast and it's also video cast. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show it naturally for those people that are listening to the show. But for those who are privileged to see the show, I'm going to show this picture right here, because this painting. Do you have a title for this painting right here?
These two paintings are actually part of a show I did in May. It was called Sweet Kids, and what I was doing, I was honoring 13 youth in AZ. By pretty much doing appreciation to youth of the things they're capable of, because I feel a lot of youth don't get the appreciation they deserve, and I wanted to do that from an artist's perspective by giving back.
Let me describe what I'm holding here for a little bit, because this is a beautiful face of a child who is wearing a hat. It looks like he's having a lot of fun. It might be probably a kid who's out maybe during the summer who is smiling. And what is unique about this painting, and is only the face shot that we see here in this canvas, is a white canvas. But what is unique about this is that this painting was made entirely with chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Explain that process. Explain that to us.
All right. So as a kid, it's kind of ironic that this had to do with children, but as a child, I was always, playing with my food. And so it's kind of comes back to reality by me wanting to pursue my art career within the medium I'm using.
Right.
But not only does chocolate have a sense of taste or something delicious or flavor, but it can also symbolize, laughter, peace, joy, happiness. And so that's kind of what I want to give through my paintings, because not only can you taste chocolate, but you can feel it, you know?
You could have picked probably something else, another form or another type of element to do the painting. Just straight, I don't know, acrylic or whatever.
And it was also, the medium was also inspired by, I was watching Willy Wonka, believe it or not.
Got it.
And it's not the new one, it's the old one. The old one I was watching, and
Yeah, the new one's garbage.
yeah, I didn't care for that one.
You got to go with, you got to go
the
with
old
the
one is a lot better. It's a classic.
Sure.
And in the movie, he has a quote he says about creativity and imagination. I don't know word for word, but it had to deal with embracing that and letting it come out. And based on that, it was kind of me, wanting to do something that was outside of the norm. And I wanted to bring out a new creative aspect to what art is, because it can be anything. And so that's kind of what I took from the movie. And then it kind of brought back into my childhood. And I don't know, the pieces got put together, and then I tried it out and it worked.
How long ago was that you did your first painting in chocolate?
I would say like 2.5 years ago.
When you did that work, and when you looked at it after you were done, did you know that you were into something that was disruptive, that was some groundbreaking, that perhaps nobody else was doing or nobody else was aware, and that you put all these different events in your life? The movie that you saw that inspired you, your talent, the fact that you had this creative juices, you put all that together.
Yeah, it was almost like I was putting the puzzles together.
Right.
And then once the piece was complete, it was like, all right, let me do this.
And when you saw it finished, what did you think? What kind of did you have a sense of elation? Did you go, oh, wait a minute, I think I'm into something?
Yeah, I mean, just going by what I was doing as a child, of course, my imagination was flowing. And, with children, imagination is always going.
Sure.
There's no limit. So
Sure.
Based on that, I embrace my inner child by the things I do within arts. And I'm pretty sure a lot of artists do it too. But that's kind of how all that got put together. It was, so when I was finished with it,
Right.
it kind of hit me. And I that's when I knew, like, let me continue with this.
Where have you exposed your work? Here in Phoenix exclusively,
Yeah,
or have you gone outside of Phoenix? Or?
Yeah, I've done some shows in California, some group exhibitions, working on some solos out there. I did 2 solo exhibitions here. One was called Chocolate Culture. The other one was called Sweet Kids, which you were showing. Right. And and so I'm pretty much getting my name out there and as Chocolate Man.
We're here with Kris Rhymes, the Chocolate Man, and of course the piece that you have over here is really beautiful. There's an accompanied piece, also the female part of this canvas, which is really terrific, and it shows that you have a lot of peace inside of you, because it really is reflected on the canvas over here. The people that are pictured in this particular collection, on these kids, are they friends of yours? Are they real people? Are they photographed, or they came through in your imagination? Who are these people?
Yeah, the show, it was also a contest, and man, it was a long process getting it together. But there were parents, relatives, and people that were submitting their children into the show. Right. And so out of the bunch, we selected 13. And I didn't want it to make it feel like, the other youth weren't, able to be a part of it. So I wanted
where the mom's like, yeah, my kid.
Yeah,
my kid was a star. My kid's a star. You gotta choose.
Yeah, and so I kind of wanted to select by what the children were capable of and their talents, and pretty much showcasing them out to the community and to art critics and people. So it was more like an appreciation show.
Right.
Just in these times, I feel like we have to give back, and we have to let the children know how valuable they are coming up, because they're the next generation. They're the runners up.
Sure.
And so we have to give them that sense of knowledge, like, all right, this is why you're here. Understand your purpose, understand what you want to do, and embrace it. And I feel like once we do that, then they'll kind of see things for what it is.
That's cool. So one of these kids, for instance, this model right here, this kid, after
And his name is Aiden.
Aiden.
Yeah, I just figured. Yeah,
all right.
His name's Aiden.
All right. So Aiden, and I'm going to show you know I'm going to lift it up a little bit again, and I'm going to show it to those who are watching this broadcast in the YouTube channel. To watch this painting, of course, all you have to do is go to the Office Pile channel on YouTube. That's where you will see it. But so let me ask you this: this kid Aiden, after you were done painting him with chocolate, did he go and, oh man, that's me? Can I taste it? Is that what was that? I would have done that.
Yeah, some of them. There was this one girl that was at the show. I did a painting of her, and you know, her friends was with her, and she was like, "You're famous now," you know, and you know, just to see, you know, the looks on their faces and the appeal it was giving not only to the relatives and the parents, community, but them alone. It was a sight to see.
All right, so and I appreciate you know you painting the kids and everything else, but I'm sure there's a honey out there going, "Hey baby, can you paint me in chocolate?"
Yeah.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
So where are those paintings? Where's that?
Them paintings can't be shown.
Because I'm telling you, I mean, that's the greatest line in the world as far as I'm concerned. Hey, honey, I'm going to paint you in chocolate. What?
Yeah.
That's good.
It is. And I have other mediums that I do, and you know, it's in the developed work, but I'm into the chocolate right now.
So, all right. So you're experimenting, and I see that
Other flavored syrup, excuse me.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can see where your talent, because you're very young, but you're incredibly talented. We're here with Kris Rhymes, who is the chocolate man, and whose paintings right now I think are very revolutionary, very, very, very disruptive, if you will, in the art world, very creative. Mm-hmm. And as you move forward, you're saying you're going to kind of get some other elements to paint and to present your ideas and to kind of create. Mm-hmm. What is that we can expect from Kris Rhymes in the future?
A lot. I try not to focus so hard into the future. I'm more on focusing on the now.
Good.
It's like you can't focus on the past and you can't focus on the future. It's only the now that matters.
I like that, sure.
And so that's kind of what I'm working on. I'm developing myself, and I'm staying patient and staying humble at the same time. So that's kind of where I'm at, but you will expect a lot from me.
What is your biggest obstacle right now?
My biggest obstacle, I mean, I would say as an artist in this world, it is tough and it's a lonely road at times, but I think that makes you stronger. And I feel a lot of people don't understand what the artist is, you know, what we're capable of. So I feel once you embrace that, then the rest is history.
Does it make it difficult, because when you're labeled an artist, for people to take you seriously?
I think some people do, some people don't. You know, everybody has their opinions on what they feel some title or what person does in this world. But I would say yes. I mean, a lot of the people I encountered, it has been. Because as an artist, we're allowed to express ourselves freely. And there's a lot of topics and things that we can, you know, build upon within our art.
Right.
And it can just be seen. We don't really even have to say anything. It can just be expressed within the canvas or from the mic or through any sort of art form.
Correct. Well, I tell you, we are going to arrange to have some kind of exposition here at the Office Pile of your art, because it's truly groundbreaking. It's very inspiring. And now listening to your story, it makes a heck of a lot of sense. It kind of brings in the art that you have brought today. You know, we now know the backstory to it, you know.
Yeah, and you know, with this last show I did, I don't know if I would like to make it annually, but it was my second solo, and I really felt it because it kind of went back to what I was doing, and so to bring children in upon this, it was just it just added right. It was the right puzzle, you know.
Excellent. Well, just saw a T-shirt flying in here, being
cool.
tossed by one of my producers here at the show. She's got a bad hand today. I mean, she threw the last show. She just overthrew it. This one it was kind of a bad throw, but it's okay. Look, this is a T-shirt for you.
Nice.
This is we give this to all of our guests, and you certainly deserve this, my man. I mean, I know
All right, I appreciate
that as you progress in your life, Kris, we want to invite you back to see where you are, and to never forget here the Office Pod, because we love you. We love
I appreciate
your art.
you inviting me.
And as you become like one of your fans said, "Oh, he's famous. He's famous." Well, you are, but you're humble and you have your head on your shoulders, man. I really appreciate that, and do this full time because you haven't.
I'm definitely planning on doing that. This is pretty much going to be my career, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on branding myself as an artist. So,
Kris Rhymes, do not forget that name.
Yeah.
With that,
most
we're
definitely.
out. Thanks, man.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.